masculine is strong and powerful and a leader and a provider. So does that mean femininity is weak and needy and useless? Absolutely not. Femininity and masculinity are not opposites. They are complementary. Hello and welcome to my brand spanking new channel. I've had surprisingly a lot of requests to do, this is my dog, I'm on the floor. I am new to this, so I don't have a high quality setup yet, but if this gets popular, we'll figure all of that out later. I am Mrs. Midwest. My real name's Caitlin, but I run a blog called Mrs. Midwest, and I'm a feminine homemaker, and I write about women's heart and mind issues, specifically related to femininity, homemaking, faith, mental health, beauty, all of those things. So my blog is kind of a place where I express my own thoughts and feelings on our culture and my personal life, all of those things. But this YouTube channel is going to be kind of a translation of some of those blog posts, thoughts, all of that, and we'll see where it goes. But I am so happy to be here. Thank you so much to everybody who put a little, I don't know, drop of belief in my bucket by subscribing to my channel when it had no content. Honestly, that was really surprising, but it really made me want to speed up and get this out to you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are interested in these topics, and I think that this place is going to be really exciting for us to begin a dialogue about femininity and how we as women can achieve our best selves and how we can function successfully in life, in relationships, and with ourselves, our heart, our beauty, all of those things. So living a well-rounded life, that is what I want to focus on. And I believe living a well-rounded life as a woman demands getting in touch with your femininity, and that is a huge topic that this channel is going to cover. This video is going to cover it a little bit, and if you're already piqued, so interested, you can check out my written blog or my Instagram, and I hope I can figure out how to link those below. This is all new, so we'll figure it out. Anyway, so today I want to kind of present a problem to you guys. Maybe you don't think it's a problem, but I have seen that this is a problem, and I've heard from other women that it's a problem as well. What is that problem? It is the belief that all women resonate with feminism. This is not true. I've noticed in our society there's this huge push right now with feminism to really focus in and say, women, we are badasses. We are goddesses. We're queens. Get that career, girl. You know, go, go, go. So our culture really celebrates masculine traits when they're seen in women. So when a woman is strong, when she's a career woman, when she's a leader, provider, CEO, all those things, we celebrate those women and we say, oh my gosh, they're so amazing. They're the pinnacle of woman. But the thing is, that pinnacle of woman is displaying extreme masculinity. And so it kind of feels like in order to be a really good woman, you have to be really masculine. But what do those women do? Women like me, who I don't want to be a CEO. I don't want to be in charge of a ginormous company. I don't want to be a boss babe. I don't want to be like grinding, as they say all the time. I want to be a wife, a mother, run a household. I want to maybe have some sort of artisanal thing that I do from home. You know, I don't want to be traveling, jet setting around the world all the time. I want to be at home, building into my community, building into my family. So what does a woman like that do in a culture where she feels so marginalized, feeling like I'm not a real woman because I don't want to be a lawyer, doctor, blah, 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 blah. What does that woman do? Where does she go? When you look at the masculine journey, it's already set up. You know, there's the idea of a hero's journey. A guy starts from nothing. He's a boy. He's unattractive. Has no skills, no money, nothing to his name. And throughout his journey, he overcomes obstacles and he gains skills and he defeats the final whatever it is, and he becomes a man, a hero. And I would like to argue that that journey is not the same for women. What is femininity exactly? And how can we as women go on this feminine journey to find our best selves, to really improve upon something that's already deep within us? We think, oh, I don't want to be the opposite of masculinity, because masculine is strong and powerful and a leader and a provider. So does that mean femininity is weak and needy and useless? Absolutely not. Femininity and masculinity are not opposites. They are complementary. And this is a huge truth we cannot forget. Femininity and masculinity were created to complement each other so they can work together to build the world, to raise kids, to raise the next generation, so people can live a fun, happy, kind, community-filled life full of beauty. Okay, and these things are made to go together. And so as you have that leader provider mentality in masculinity, in femininity you can find benevolent generosity in beautifying the world around you, in creating life. Even my dog is agreeing with me. So you have beautifying, nurturing, and creating. And again, with that creating energy, you have the concept of a woman creating life. And we too can create. We can create a beautiful environment around us. You can begin to share that tending, nurturing vibe, and that's not weak, okay? It's not the opposite of masculinity. It's just something completely different, and it's beautiful, and that's what I want to discover in this channel. I want to discover how we can regain our femininity, how we can live into it, how we can fulfill our dreams of being mothers, of being wives, of being at home, even if that's just part-time. I want to help you guys realize that other people feel the same way you do, and it's okay. We don't have a lot of commentary about that anymore. We used to have beauty magazines and lifestyle magazines that would kind of like, oh, how to get a first date, or how to be more feminine. There were publications and stuff like that out there for women, but now all of those magazines, if you look at Cosmo or Glamour, oh geez, if you look at Cosmo or Glamour or any of those things, it's all feminism. It's all very, very progressive, and it doesn't talk about the topics a lot of women actually care about. But yeah, so there's a lot of women out there like me, like you probably, who just, you don't fit into this current narrative in our culture. And I would encourage you, do not be ashamed of that, okay? Do not feel like you need to change what you know deep inside of you is meant for you. If you feel like, I want to be a loving, nurturing mother, I want to be a responsible, respectful wife, I want to run a home, I want to be creative at home, I want to maybe work part-time even, those are all good things. Now we are going to talk about femininity and relationships, but I also want to talk about, how I beautify my space, how I beautify myself, how I dress, how I practice my faith, how I enjoy my artisanal hobbies like cooking and sewing, and how my relationship works. All these things are so important to kind of structural femininity, and I know that a lot of you are interested in it, and I'm here to give you that information. So in total, today, if you take away nothing from this video, just remember, femininity is not the opposite of masculinity. They're made to complement each other. And in a beautiful, structured, wonderful world, we can harness that femininity to match masculinity. And instead of having this conflict where we hate each other and we're struggling and we're fighting, we can begin to work together to build a wonderful world, to raise children in good environments, and to follow our dreams of being mothers, of being wives, of having that life that you've wanted since you were a child. I started getting really emotional. I don't know. When I'm writing all this stuff for my blog, I don't feel the need to like tear up, but there's something about saying this stuff out loud that's kind of breaking my heart. The idea that women would feel isolated because of their dreams of being a wife, like, that makes me really sad. Because for the majority of human history, that was what women were able to say out loud, you know, they wanted families. There's nothing wrong with wanting a happy family. And if you feel that way, welcome. Welcome everybody, but especially welcome to you, because we're kindred spirits and that's what this channel is all about. So, but I'm so thankful, I'm so excited, and I'm just really happy that life has brought me here.